Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Jacob Dev. So DeepSeek has just released their reasoning model. It's called R1 Lite. So you can check that out on chat.deepseek.com. Alibaba also released their latest coder from Qwen 2.5 series. It's called Qwen 2.5 coder 32B. So in this video, we're gonna compare both models side by side to see how they work. If they're good. So that being said, let's get started. So first go to chatdeepseek.com, and for Qwen 2.5 32B, we can test it on huggingface.co chat, which is also called Hugging Chat. So select Qwen 2.5 coder 32B. You'll be able to try it out. So we prepare 16 different questions to test both models. So let's go to the first one. So the first one is write Python function that takes a list of integers and returns the sum of all even numbers in the list. So let's copy the question and paste to both models. For DeepSeek, you have to select DeepThink to enable R1 reasoning feature. But that's it. So let's hit enter. For Qwen 2.5 32B, also we do the same thing. You can see both models are generating results very quickly. And see in the DeepSeek, you can see all the reasoning stuff here. Okay, the code is generated. To test the code from both Hugging Chat and DeepSeek, you can just use idxgoogle.com. So just go to idx.google.com. Create a project. In this case, it would be a Python project, and also create a folder. Let's call it coder test. You can test out the coding both models made. So let's copy DeepSeek. Let's copy, go to the IDX, and paste it in the test1.py file. Let's create a function to test it. They already had a example use case, so let's just copy that also and paste it here. Let's just go to the terminal and type python test1.py. So you can see that the sum of the even numbers is 6, which is correct because it's 2 and 4, so this is a pass. Let's go to the prompts and mark this as a pass for DeepSeek. Let's go to Qwen. At the same time, let's copy and paste the results from Qwen 2.5 coder 32B. Do the same thing. Let's paste it here. Run the command. It's 12. So why it is 12? Because the test sample is 2, 4, and 6. So this is also a pass. Great job for both models. Let's go to the second one. So solving a following problem if a string travels at 16 miles for 2.5 hours, then increases speed to 75 miles per hour for the next 1.5 hours. What's the total distance traveled? Let's copy paste the question. Let's go to DeepSeek and hit enter. Go to Hugging Face, hit enter. A lot of thinking and reasoning is going on with the DeepSeek. So the answer came out as 262.5 miles. So it is using the 60 times 2.5 and 75 times 1.5. So 262.5 is correct. Let's go to Hugging Face, a Qwen 2.5 32B model. So it came out with 247.5. So it's a little bit different. Let's check. The calculation is roughly the same. And the result is a little bit off for some reason. Let's try it in the IDX. Okay. This is the second question. Let's create a second file called test2.py. Let's paste it in. Okay, python.test2. Test paste out is 262.5. So the coding is correct, but the result from Qwen 2.5 32B is a little bit off. But I'll say this is also a correct response, right? So even though the calculation is a little bit off for some reason, but because you can see this is actually calculated correctly. So let's just mark both as a pass. The third question is generate SVG code for a simple butterfly shape. Okay, this is the really cool question. So basically let's generate an image with a butterfly. So let's test both models. Let's test DeepSeek R1 and Qwen 2.5 Coder 32B. Okay. Okay, DeepSeek has finished. Let's copy it. Let's paste it in the different SVG viewer. So let's see. This is a butterfly, which is cool. This is actually somehow like a butterfly. So let's mark it as a pass. And let's go to DeepSeek. Okay, there's some slowness in the Hugging chat. Let's copy and paste the question again. Let's try the Hugging chat again. Okay, this time it works. Okay, let's copy paste the image into the SVG viewer. Let's see. So this is not a butterfly. So let's mark it as a not pass. So let's go to the fourth one. This is to design an algorithm to optimize the layout of a warehouse for an e-commerce company. The warehouse needs to handle various project sizes, manage inventory, and minimize the time for order picking. Consider factors such as frequency of item orders, item size variations, and seasonal demand fluctuations. Provide a high-level description of your approach, including data structures you would use, key algorithms, and how you would handle trade-offs between different optimization goals. So let's copy-paste the question into DeepSeek and copy-paste question into Qwen 2.5. So there's a lot of reasoning going on with the DeepSeek R1, which is good. So the trade-offs at high level, and also the architect at the high level, which is first data collection and pre-processing, data structures, algorithm design, dynamic adaptation, simulation and validation, and technology integration, human factors and ergonomics, documentation and maintenance. So this is good. And the other model says data collection and pre-processing classroom products, graph-based layout, seasonal adjustment, implementation, and evaluation, which is also good. And also they provide trade-offs, optimization goals, key algorithm, data structures, and data collection and pre-processing. So this is very good. So both models work pretty good. So let's mark both as a pass. The fifth one, let's create a Python implementation of a Conway scheme of life that runs in terminal. The program should accept a initial state run for a specified number of generations and display each generation in the terminal. Let's go to DeepSeek and copy paste code. Okay, and go to Hugging Chat, copy paste the prompt. Besides generating the code, DeepSeek also try to go through all the questions. Also, I can see basically what it's trying to do is first analyze the question and then plan the steps, the input and output look, which is great. That's all the power of the reasoning. This is cool. Okay. And also the question is answered. Right, there's also an explanation and instructions to run the program notes. Let's do a quick test on this Python code. Copy. Okay, Hugging Face is also done. So let's test them together. Let's create another test called test3.python. Okay, let's paste the code inside. Let's run Python test3.py. You can see this is working. Great job from DeepSeek R1. Okay, let's copy paste code from Hugging Chat Qwen 2.5 coder 32B also. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, this is also working. Beautiful. So both model passed. Great job. So the sixth question is, you have a 3-gallon jug and a 5-gallon jug. How can you measure exactly 4 gallons of water? So let's go to DeepSeek, copy paste question, go to Hugging Chat, copy paste the question. So Hugging Chat also finished the response. So let's take a quick look. So to measure exactly 4 gallons of water using a 3-gallon jug and a 5-gallon jug, you can follow these steps. So first fill 5-gallon jug completely and pour water from 5-gallon jug to 3-gallon jug until the 3-gallon jug is full. Then lift 2 gallons to the 5-gallon jug. Empty 3-gallon jug, pour the remaining 2 gallons from the 5-gallon jug into 3-gallon jug. Pour the 5-gallon jug completely again and pour water from the 5-gallon jug into 3-gallon jug until the 3-gallon jug is full. Since the 3-gallon jug already have 2, then you can only take 1 more gallon to be full. So leave 3 gallon in the 5-gallon jug. So this is exactly right. Now you have 4 gallons of water into a 5-gallon jug. So this is a great answer. So let's go back to DeepSeek and see how it answered. So measure for exactly 4 gallons using 3-gallon jug and 4-gallon jug. Follow these steps and first fill the 5-gallon jug completely. Pour the water from 5-gallon jug to 3-gallon jug. Empty the 3-gallon jug. Pour the remaining 2 gallons from 5-gallon into 3-gallon jug. Fill the 5-gallon completely again and pour water from 5-gallon jug to a 3-gallon jug until 3-gallon jug is full. So now the 5-gallon jug contains exactly 4 gallons. Exactly, both had the same response, which is great, and also both are correct. So mark both as a pass. The 7th question. So a friend tells you you didn't get the job they really want, and graph the empathetic response that acknowledges their feelings and offers support. Let's go to DeepSeek, copy and paste the question. Go to Hugging Chat, copy paste the question. So DeepSeek is completed. So it says, I'm really sorry you didn't get the job. I know how much you wanted this opportunity, and it's completely understandable to feel disappointed. Please know that I'm here for you if you want to talk about it or just need someone to listen. You're really skilled and have so much to offer. This setback doesn't define you. If you're up for it, maybe we can do something together to take all your mind off things, like going for a walk or grabbing a coffee. I'm here to support you in any way I can. That's a great job. So from Hugging Face, Hugging Chat, it says, I'm really sorry to hear that you didn't get the job you were hoping for. It must have been really disappointing. I can imagine how you must be feeling right now. It's tough when things don't go as planned, especially when you have put in so much effort and had your heart set on that opportunity. I want you to know that I'm here for you and that your feelings are completely valid. It's okay to feel upset, frustrated, and even a bit lost. Sometimes, even when we do everything right, things just don't work out the way we want them to. Remember, this is just one step in your career journey. There are many other opportunities out there, and this experience can actually be a valuable learning opportunity. Take some time to reflect on what went well and what you could work on for future applications. You might even find that this setback gives you a fresh perspective and helps you identify new paths or interests. In the meantime, let's do something to take your mind off things. How about we grab a coffee, catch up, and maybe brainstorm some next steps together? I believe in you and your abilities, and I know you will find the right opportunity soon. Take care and know that I'm here to support you every step of the way. Great answer, perfect. So let's mark both as a pass. So the 8th one. A self-driving car must choose between hitting a group of pedestrians or swerving and likely killing its single passenger. What ethical considerations are involved in programming such decisions? Let's go to DeepSeek, copy-paste answer. Go to Hugging Chat, copy-paste answer. So, from DeepSeek, it says first we need to have moral dilemmas and decision-making criteria, consent and trust, legal and regulatory frameworks, transparency and accountability, bias and fairness, uncertainty handling, stakeholder perspective, impact on technology adoption, continuous ethical evaluation, and public perception and trust, technological mitigation. So, in conclusion, programming self-driving cars to handle ethical decisions requires a multifaceted approach that considers diverse perspectives and continuous adapts to societal values and technological advancements. So for Hugging Face Qwen 2.5 32B, it has similar response. It first has utilitarianism versus deontological ethics, rights and responsibilities, fairness and equity, predictability and transparency, legal and regulatory frameworks, human judgment, public trust and acceptance, example programming approach. Yes, so these are both good answers. Okay, mark both as a path. The 9th one, write a short story about a time traveler who accidentally changes a major historical event. Let's go to DeepSeek, copy paste prompt. Go to Hugging Face, copy-paste prompt. So, what DeepSeek answers that in the dim glow of Titanic Grand Salon time traveler, Alara whispered warnings to the suspecting crew, intent on preventing the ship's tragic fate. He urged them to order their course. The captain, intrigued yet skeptical, agreed to a slight deviation as the ship glided smoothly through the now clear waters. Alara celebrated her success, yet weeks later, in the bustling streets of New York, she noticed an unsettled change. The once thriving city was now overshadowed by an eerie silence. The great wars that shaped the 20th century never occurred, but in their place a different, unforeseen crisis had emerged. Alara realized too late that by saving the Titanic, she had unraveled the very fabric of history, leading to a war far darker than the one she left behind. So let's go to Hugging Face. A moment in time. Samantha had always been fascinated by the past. Her time machine, a sleek device hidden in her attic, was her portal to history. One crisp autumn morning, she decided to visit the sign of the Declaration of the Independence of Philadelphia. As she stepped out of the machine, she noticed a group of British soldiers approaching the Continental Congress delegates. So, this is also pretty good. Let's mark both as pass. So the 10th one, explain the difference between irony and sarcasm and provide examples of each. Let's go to DeepSeek, copy paste the prompt, go to Hugging Face, copy paste prompt. So Hugging Face complete the response. So the difference, the irony occurs when there is a discrepancy between what's expected to happen and what actually happens. It can take several forms, including verbal, situational, and dramatic irony. So there's a lot of other examples, and the word sarcasm. So its definition, sarcasm is a form of verbal irony where the speaker says something with the intention of insulting and mocking the listener. It often involves saying the opposite of what it means. So with a tone that conveys the true meaning. So this is correct. DeepSeek. Okay. It finished the answer. So irony is a broader concept that involves a contradiction between expectations and reality. It can be situational, verbal, and dramatic. Situation irony occurs when the outcome is opposite of what was expected. For example, a fire department burning down its own buildings is situational irony. Verbal irony is when someone says something that means the opposite. So sarcasm, on the other hand, is a specific type of verbal irony that's often used to mock, criticize, or express a disdain. It usually carries a negative connotation and is more direct, relying on the tone and context to convey its meaning. So both great answers. Let's mark both as a pass. So the 11th one, what's the capital seat of the country whose name ends with Lite? I'm referring to the country name here. Okay. Let's copy paste the prompt. And copy paste prompt to Hugging Face as well. So Hugging Face said Mali. So okay, a landlocked country in West Africa. The capital city of the country whose name ends with Lite is Bamako. So this is not exactly right. So the country whose name ends with Lite is Mali. So this is not exactly right. The capital city of Mali is Bamako. So I think the coder, the Qwen 2.5 coder, didn't get that right. And for DeepSeek, it says there's no country whose name ends with Lite. Therefore, there's no capital city associated with such a country. So both are not exactly the right answer. So both are not pass. So, okay, is 3007 a prime? Let's go to DeepSeek. Go to the Hugging Face Qwen 2.5. So it is a prime, which is the true answer. So let's copy paste the code and see if the code is correct. Let's create a test called test4.py. Copy paste the code and let's test it out. Let's do Python test4. So which is true. This 3301 is a prime. So that's a great answer from Qwen 2.5 32-bit coder. So DeepSeek R1 Lite, it's still thinking. So the answer, therefore, I conclude that 3301 is a prime. This is correct. Let's see if it provides any code. So they didn't provide any code, but the conclusion is correct. So let's mark both as a pass. So the 13th one, I have had 2 apples, I buy 2 more. I baked a pie with 2 of these apples. After eating half of the pie, how many apples do I have left? Okay, let's copy paste the question. Let's paste it in DeepSeek and paste it in Hugging Chat. So from Qwen 2.5 coder 32B, it says buying more apples. You buy 2 more apples, so now you have 4 apples. Baking a pie, you bake a pie with 2 apples, so you have 2 apples left. Eating half of the pie does not affect the number of apples you have. It only affects the pie itself, so the number of the apples will remain the same. Therefore, after all these actions, you have 2 apples left. So go to DeepSeek. It says you have 2 apples left. Okay, great. So both are passed. So the 14th one. Sally's a girl. She has 3 brothers. Each of her brothers have the same 2 sisters. How many sisters does Sally have? Let's copy paste it in DeepSeek. Copy paste it in Hugging Chat. So Sally has 1 sister, and the final answer is 1. So there's a lot of explanation. First, identify the family members. Shelly is a girl. She has 3 brothers. Each of the brothers have the same 2 sisters. So determine the number of sisters. Since Sally is one of the sisters, we need to determine if there's another sister. And so each brother has the same 2 sisters. Since Sally is one of them, so the other sister must be another girl. Count the sisters. Sally is 1 sister. There's 1 other sister. So Sally has 1 sister. So Sally has 1 sister is the answer. So from DeepSeek, Sally has 1 sister. So the same answer. So great. So there's also reasoning also in the description here from DeepSeek R1. So, but both have the great answer. Let's mark it both pass. So the 15th one. So the 15, create a Python program that prints the next X leap years based on user input. Let's go to DeepSeek, paste the question, and go to Hugging Chat, paste the question. Okay, so Qwen 2.5 32B already finished it. Let's copy the response and then create another test in IDX. Just create test5.py and paste code here. Let's test it, test5, and the number of leap years you want to find, 3. And the next 3 leap years are 2024, 2028, 2032. So let's go to, so this is correct, by the way. So go to DeepSeek, they have the same answer, which is great, but did it provide the program? Yes, it did. Awesome. So those are great answers. Let's just do a quick test. And hit test again. 3. So same answer. Great, both passed. So the last question. Create a landing page for an AI company. The landing page should have 4 sections: header, banner, features, and contact us. Make sure that landing page looks sleek and modern. Please use inline HTML, CSS, and JS. Let's copy paste question. Go to DeepSeek. Go to Hugging Chat. Copy paste the prompt. Okay, Hugging Face, chat Qwen 2.5, 32B already finished the question. So let's copy paste the code. DeepSeek also finished the question. Okay, we're gonna test both. in the Visual Studio Code this time. So let's go to Visual Studio Code. Let's copy paste it. First we copy paste from Hugging Chat, Qwen 2.5, 32B coder. So in this case, we just open index.html. Let's hit enter. So great job from Qwen 2.5 coder, 32B. Excellent job. Pretty UI. Let's go back to Visual Studio. Let's copy paste code from DeepSeek. We create another file, just call it index2.html. Let's paste the code. Let's go back to the browser. Excellent job for both. It's a great job, a great design. You can see from there. So let's mark both as a pass. So that's all the 16 questions from both models. So, and they both did a very good job. I think they got almost everything correct except one question. I think Qwen 2.5 32B coder have 2 questions answered incorrectly, but all of them both did a fantastic job to answering all these 16 questions. So that being said, hopefully this video is helpful, and if you do like it, please subscribe, like, or comment if you have any questions. Thanks for supporting the channel. See you in the next one.